From one of the loudest venues in the National Football League, you get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Kadarius Toney going to elect to bring this one out, and he returns this to the 22.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Mahomes to throw on second down. This one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Good for our Kansas City Chiefs. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. The Chiefs had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. But they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. You look at this Browns defense. Yeah, they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
You have to like the way that they've played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. He's to the 15. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Next to score, Browns 7, Chiefs 0.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines to running for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second and a couple. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw, Watson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Watson. That's out to Chubb, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Browns have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Watson. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 8. Again, it's Pacheco. He gets away from one. Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Brings up 2nd and 15. After 27.
Mahomes going to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Attack!
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 32-yard line.
Hey, 43, 15.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Rice. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. CD, with that last pass, he joined a group of about 50 other men that are over 30,000 career passing yards. So, look, he's not at the top, but that's pretty good company.
Yeah, it's not the most exclusive fraternity in the NFL, but it's a pretty good one, isn't it? You still have to put some numbers up in order to get in, okay? The secret knock is still there. How about him getting it done? Proud of it. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. A throw right side taken in by the tight end Gray. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Well, that was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And when the time has expired on the 1st quarter. The 2nd quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. And the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Browns drive about to get started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
Partner, it's not often to expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Yeah, I think he's locked in.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. It's a pickup of 12. 2nd play in a row with a 12-yard gain. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 39-yard line. And again, it's Chubb. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Browns are able to add on to that lead. Watson and that Browns offense going to stay out there, and they'll go for 2. Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he got in on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, okay.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did.
Right.
But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 53 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, they go back to Pacheco. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 30 yards. And the Chiefs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Butker is on target. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 19-yard line.
Alert! Out!
2nd down, here's Chubb again. They find some open field here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it, when you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability. Tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stump that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that, got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And that's on the guard, Wyatt Teller. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Third and 19. Now Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a fourth down.
On fourth down, here's the option. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down in the backfield. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. On first and 10, here's Pacheco. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On first down, Mahomes. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Now Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Second and 10. Here's Watson. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Had an open man that time. They end up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. A final shot before the break. Watson. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
The extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 19-point game. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running.
There he goes, left side. How about this? Nick Chubb. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That gain on third down, good for 28. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously for them, it looks daunting. Well, I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Mahomes to throw once more. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. He gets this one complete to Rice. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
25 yards on the play. Complete to Rashid Rice.
They'll run here with Pacheco. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Pacheco once more. And he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Pacheco, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
But when the ball snapped from the 3 down near the goal line, I think in days gone by, we thought many teams would run the football, but on 3rd down in today's game, I expect them to throw.
Touchdown! Rashee Rice, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make this a 19-point ball game.
43, Chiefs 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Boy, 179 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. That was Justin Reed, the safety, who got to the quarterback. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Out of the gun, Watson. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now 2nd and 9.
At the 19-yard line.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. They go play fake. Mahomes. That'll be caught by Rice. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, 37 yards. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Butker is on target. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Browns drive about to get started. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And now off to the races down the right side. How about this? He's to the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson, 82 yards. And the Browns are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 19-point game.
Chiefs 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. 122 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
It's Kelsey on the ground. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. That ball caught. It's Rice. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 23 yards on the play. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Rice. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Yellow.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack. At that time, finally a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches.
First down, Browns.
Watson now going to run the option right. And he's across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
2nd down and 8. They'll try the air now with Watson. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 39.
And the Browns first down.
And no timeout.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with career touchdown number 75. And the Browns are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that will make this a 19-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end. Now a hit and a loose football. But it looks like one of the deep. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers and quickly.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And quickly they get to the line.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA. Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. And Chubb will try the middle here. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Throwing now, Watson. Dancing to his left. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. Being chased out left. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. And I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the ball is going to be going back to the Chiefs. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Yellow.
On play action, it's Mahomes. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And he will step out of bounds, but not before he's all the way across the 50. A big play there for KC. 49 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
That's laid out deep for Rice. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
One final try for Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball.